Welcome to this week's episode of Amanda Makes a Mess. I'm Amanda, and today, as promised 2 weeks ago, we are going to be touring sketchbook number 14. Excuse the mess on my hands. I've been painting all day, and gesso does not like to come off of skin. So, this is sketchbook 14. This sketchbook, I don't know what kind it is. I'm not sure what kind of paper is in it. I don't know what brand it is. All I do know about this one is that it feels really nice on the front, and that's why I bought it. If I had looked inside and seen the paper that came in this, I would not have bought the sketchbook because the paper is horrible. So, instead of abandoning the sketchbook like I would normally do, I decided I was going to fill the whole sketchbook using as little of the paper that was actually in here as I possibly could. So this is what I've come up with. So we open to this. It has this nice page here, but there's no information about like the brand of sketchbook or anything on it. This actually may not be a sketchbook. I kind of think it was intended just like a notebook, because I buy the cheapest printer paper that Walmart has for my printer. And honestly, it is still better paper than the sketchbook. So, yeah. This is the first, well, this doesn't count as the first page in the sketchbook because I said so, but I wasn't counting this as the first page. I was counting it as just a decorative page, I guess, because it has the information for who this belongs to here. I didn't fill out all that, my name and address and everything, because I knew I was going to do a sketchbook tour. Yeah, so here we have some calendar pages, which is what made me think maybe this was kind of intended as a planner with unlined paper instead of like an actual sketchbook. So here is the first page. It says this is sketchbook number 14. I started it April 4th, 2021, and I finished it today, which is August 11th. So that was about 4 months, but the reason it took me so long to fill this one is that I was actually doing this one at the same time as I was doing sketchbook 13. And part of sketchbook 15. So, yeah, that's why it took so long. And halfway through, well, drawing this, because I did actually do this page first. Halfway through drawing this one, I realized exactly how bad the paper was. So when I started this one, I wasn't even really trying, and that's why this looks so bad. But in every sketchbook, I started off with my character Marisol saying, "Welcome to Sketchbook," whatever it is. And this one, she's dressed in a dinosaur costume. So it says, "Rar" means I love you in dinosaur. And she's saying, "Yeah, it means I'd love to eat you. Why am I wearing this thing?" So because I knew this was bad paper, there is a lot of digital artwork in here. This is actually on my iPad in Procreate, which is what I use to draw all these digital ones. This was one of my favorites. But somehow when I printed it out, her face just looks weird. She looks terrifying. She's supposed to look like cute, sleepy, like a little kid. She just looks terrifying. And these are stickers. This is not my artwork. This is one of the only pages in the sketchbook that I actually used the paper. This is Posca Pen. Posca Pen actually worked pretty well in it. It didn't tear up this paper as much as it tore up a lot of other paper that I've used them on. I think this is around the time I got my pastel Posca Pens, because it looks like these were all done in the pastel colors. Here's some more digital art. Here's a vampire monster girl holding a bleeding heart. That's lovely. Yeah, it was also done in Procreate. And again, these flowers are all stickers. They're kind of like washi tape. They came on a roll like washi tape, and they feel like they're made out of the same stuff as washi tape. Here's another drawing. I'm not entirely sure what this was. I suspect it was just something I doodled while I was watching TV or yeah, maybe a movie, I don't know. More digital art. This is the digital art here. These three are stickers. Because I was trying to take up all the page until later on I started putting my digital artwork bigger. This is my first Scrawlrbox. These are the, I think they were Winsor Newton paints that came in that. They were watercolors. I've used those a few times since then. They're actually pretty nice. Here is the drawing that I did with the April Scrawlrbox. I think the prompt was birds of a feather, and I thought that this turned out looking kind of like stained glass with the black outline when all the I guess different shades of color in the one piece, like how this one here, it's lighter here, but it's like really dark up here. I thought for some reason that looked like stained glass, so later on there is a drawing in here where I did try to make it look like stained glass. This one is more digital art. This one I think this was the first ever digital art that I did with Procreate without using a tutorial. This is my second one, but this wasn't just digital. All I really did with this one, I traced over, I'm a little distracted. My cats are both in here, and I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but they're going crazy. Okay. If you hear anything, it's the cats. This is my second digital art, and it was actually a drawing that I did traditionally in one of my sketchbooks, but I just kind of traced over this one and did it digitally. I actually like the digital version a lot better because I can make the water transparent. More digital art. This is Avocado Toast with egg on top. I really like this. This is one of my favorite foods. It says, I went through a phase where I was obsessed with avocado toast, especially avocado toast with egg on top. Here's some more. Here's some more. Yeah, you can tell. This page, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but if you want to read it, you can pause the video here and read it. This is where I was just getting down some of the basic stuff about Marisol, and I think I mentioned a few other characters here. If you want to know more about Marisol, here's the fact sheet on her. I'll probably read you this later on better paper so I can color in the photos of her, but this is her as a human, this is her as a vampire. This one, I don't know if I have those markers so I can say what they are. These were the Azure, I think that's how you pronounce it, by Royal and Langnickel markers. The colored versions of these are horrible. They do not blend. They do not come in very many colors. They bleed not even through the paper, they just bleed across the paper as well. But the grayscale ones, I got the grayscale set because I wanted to see what they were like, and the grayscale ones are really nice. This is just a little doodle that I did one night when I was watching TV or Disney Plus or Netflix or whatever. I don't actually watch the TV, I watch my laptop. So this is just the doodle I did one night, and I colored it in with those grayscale markers, and I really like those. I really need to use those more. They're sitting on my desk. I don't know why I don't use those. Oh, here's where, well, not the start. The next picture, I think, is actually the start. But this is day 2 of Mermaid. I got through quite a bit of that, actually, this year. This was day 2. Eager was the prompt for this day. And I made this girl, she's eager to get her birthday cake. I tried to make the cake look like fish food with all these different little splotches of color in it. Day 1 was angelic. So I did this girl based on an angelfish. I didn't give her any hair because I think if mermaids were real, they probably wouldn't have hair. It seems like it'd be weird to have all that hair underwater. Like, it would get caught on things all the time. I don't know. This is a Winnie the Pooh that I did without a reference and with just a plain red ink pen. Then I colored it in with those grayscale markers that I did the other girl in back here. Here we have Mermaid Day 3. The prompt was sweet, so I tried to make it look like it was a cookie decorated like a mermaid. It says this is supposed to be a cookie decorated as a mermaid. It was a good idea, but I'm not sure about my execution of it, which, yeah, I think I did it too detailed for that to be a cookie. Mermaid Day 4, Star Wars. So, this is supposed to be a mermaid representation of me that looks nothing like me. Saying, seriously, again, do we have to do this every year? And you can hear the cat. She's just frustrated because every year for Mermaid, the prompt on the day 4 is Star Wars, and it gets really old trying to draw Star Wars mermaids after a while. Yes, I hear you. Shush. But that's the cat. She's noisy. This is from the April Scrawlrbox. This is the one I was talking about a while back when I showed you the other one that I made with it. I made this one to look like stained glass, and I think I did this in a video, actually. It says I did anyway. Here I got some Mildliners. I thought that these were different from the ones I already had, but I actually have a bigger set that has all these colors in it. And here's some bunny blobs, one for each color, that I did just to see what they did on this paper. They bled a lot. Mermaid Day 5, lunchtime. He's saying fish are friends, not food, and she's saying, but it's lunchtime. She's eating a fish that's supposed to look like him. This was a good idea, but my execution of it was not good. I think I probably had to work this day, and that just looks terrible. So we're not going to look at that very long. Swatches. Yeah, this is the big set of Mildliners that I have that has all the colors that were actually in that smaller set that I didn't think I had. Turns out I do have them. Sharpie S-Note markers. I like these. It says, I'm not sure what these are, but they're Sharpies. They come in a 24 pack. Yeah, I don't know if these are intended to be highlighters or if they're intended to be pens, or if they're supposed to be just water-based markers. I'm not sure what they're intended to be, but I do like them. I like all the colors in them, even though none of these colors have names. This is Mermaid Day 6, Sunday. This one, there's a lot of pages like this in this sketchbook. But this says June 10th, 2021. First time in a movie theater in 15 months. Last movie I saw was Onward in March of 2020. What are you doing over there? This is the official movie poster for The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. That's my favorite series of horror movies. Here's a list of the Conjuring movies in order, in case you want to watch them in order. I did right before I went to see this one because it was the last one, like, chronologically. This is a real Annabelle, and this is a real Ed and Lorraine Warren. And this is my movie ticket. June 17th. This is the day before my birthday. This original Beatrix Potter art, my movie ticket, my receipt, and the movie poster. Says I had to leave before the end of the movie because I felt a migraine coming on. I'd actually already had one. When I got up that morning, I woke up with one. I took a shower, I went back to bed, I slept for a while. I felt fine, so I got up, went to see the movie, and then halfway through, like actually probably more than halfway through, I would say the movie was almost over, I started feeling it again and I had to leave. Which, not crazy about that because it was a good movie right up to that point. Watercolor Swatches. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's what that says. It says, this is a set I got from AliExpress. They claim to be Paul Rubens, but I doubt it. There was no branding on the package and I only paid $16 for them. But they don't seem like bad watercolors. And they really don't. I don't have them right here with me to show you, but, honestly, I don't know what I did with those. They came in this little pink metal tin, and they're all these nice late pastel colors, except for this bottom row here. I really like them. I don't think I've used those yet in anything but this. Actually forgot I had them. But yeah, I'm going to get those out and use them now that I remembered them. And the rest of the page is blank. I actually meant to swatch something else down here and I forgot to. Mermaid 2021, Day 7. Provocative. She's provoking the shark to eat her. Their sign says Tasty Mermaid. I don't like that one. This is one of my favorites. Mermaid, Day 11, Frustrated. I love her expression. She just looks so over it. She does. It's my expression at work most days. She's frustrated because she's trying to swim. Like, I don't know where she's going, but she's swimming and there's a storm coming. Well, the storm is there. And she's like up out of the water at the surface, just like so over it. It's honestly one of my favorites. Mermaid Day 9, Superhero. I did this one of Wonder Woman based off of this character here. That I left this here so you can see it. This is Wonder Woman from the DC Superhero Girls TV show. It's on Netflix. I think it may have been originally on Cartoon Network. I'm not sure. But, yeah, this drawing is based on that character. Mermaid Day 8. Mermaid Eyes a Friend. Yeah, I didn't like that prompt, so here's a drawing of Ariel. It's way over rendered. She looks like plastic. You can't see this one. I'm not going to move my sketchbook because I'm not sure if I can get it back in the camera frame because this is a new camera angle for me. But it says Mermaid Day 10, safe. So she's like the princess or something. And these soldiers are keeping her safe. I should have either made her skin tone or the cheerleader. They blend in too much. Mermaid Day 12, Dragon. I don't draw dragons, so here's Ariel again. There's this one part at the end of the Part of Your World song where she's like coming up out of the water, then she sinks back down and she's like reaching up and there's this little hole here that like you see her through the hole in the rocks. So that's what that's supposed to be. Oh, I love this one. And I also hate it at the same time because I don't feel like I really did the dog as cute as he could be. Mermaid Day 13, Wildlife. So here's a puppy that I follow on Instagram turned into a mermaid, but like I don't feel like he's as cute here as he is in real life, and his tail should have been like down on the ground more. Like he should have been sitting this way instead of this way. But yeah, I like the rest of it. And I'm losing my voice again. This keeps happening in these videos. I'll be glad when summer's over and the allergies go away. This is a random cookie. I drew this in a video. I was meant to be making squishies, like homemade squishies with the chemicals you pour in the part A and the part B, and it makes foam. I made a mess of the thing I was meant to be doing, so I did this little bonus drawing at the end. I did that in Procreate as well. I also did this in a video. You can find that if you click my name underneath this video. You'll be able to find the one where I did this. And this is the whole end product of that. This is not my bag anymore. I broke the handle on that one. So I've gone back to my Harry Potter one. Washi tape. This, from here up, is, I can't not say this word. It always comes out sounding weird, and it's always wrong when I say it, but you see it. Glitter washi tape. That means cute in Japanese. So yeah, there's some really pretty shiny glittery washi tapes. Then these ones, these were 10 for $1, so I bought 100 of them. And I swatched every single one of them in here. I mostly bought them because I didn't have any solid colored washi tapes that weren't pink or purple. Here's some green ones. Here is some more. If I ever do drawing just in washi tape, this is a nice set to use as skin tones, I think. More washi tape. More washi tape. And you can see here where I ripped a page. More washi tape. Are we surprised? Not really. Here is more washi tape. These are nice pastel colors. I really like those. More washi tape. And that's the end of it. And yay! Here's a wonky snail. More washi tape. Okay, I lied. That wasn't the end. But these ones are a lot cuter, and they were also more expensive. Yes, they were. They were significantly more expensive. But then the other ones cost like 10 cents each, so it's not hard to get more expensive than that. This is the unicorns and glitter set. They all have glitter and unicorns on them, so yeah. And then here's the other 3 of those. And it says, that's all for this one. I have 2 more sets. And there's an aesthetic cat blob. He says hello. I just did this to fill up space. Aesthetic cat blob bled through the paper. This is bad paper. Yes, it was. So this is cute set number 2. It says this one is very baby. And I feel like it is. It was like meant to go in a, one of those baby scrapbooks. Or like something little kid related. But a lot of my artwork kind of resembles this kind of stuff. With like the big round shapes and the bright colors. So I feel like I'll be able to use it for something. Set number 3. Last one for today. I bought this set because I thought it had a nice mix of fall colors, rainbows, and pastels. And it does. I really like these 3 that are fall colored. These are kind of spring colored. That's winter-ish. And here is some really bright ones. And there's my cat. Oh, Quiet Place. I loved the original Quiet Place movie. Shush. Can you hear her? That's my cat screeching. I just fed her and now she's not hungry, even though that's what she's trying to tell me. So, pretend you don't hear it. I know. Shush. June 23rd, 2021. Somehow I missed the first Quiet Place movie when it was in the theater, so I took advantage of the double feature. The first movie was amazing right from the first. There wasn't a dull second and I loved it. The second one started out great, and we got to see the origin of the apocalypse, and it dragged on, and then it dragged for a while. The last half hour or so of the movie was amazing again. Yes, the first one was amazing. Like, from the first second, it was amazing. The second one had some dull parts, but overall it was pretty good. Here's one of my cats. This is Charlie. This is the good kitty. She never meows and interrupts me when I'm doing a video. This is Splotchy. I actually made this page in a video. Like the end of May or 1st of June. This is my other cat. This is the one that is making all the noise right now. An inspiration page, people I'm inspired by, mostly artists, some fashion, and this is Stan Lee, who created everything Marvel. This is me, if you want to see what I look like. There you go. Here is some artwork from other sketchbooks. Eventually you'll see all this because I do plan on doing tours of all my sketchbooks that I have numbered. Then I'll probably do one big video for all the ones that I haven't numbered. Yeah, this is some art. It's actually, I think, everything but maybe this one has already been in a sketchbook tour, so you might have already seen it, but that's alright. Here's some of my Squishmallows. That's a few of them. I printed that one twice, I think. That's alright. There's a dragon. Here is another one where I actually drew on the paper with Posca pen. There's a rainbow in the clouds. Ooh, my artwork is going to be in an art gallery. Yes, it is. It is actually there now. And this is the day that I delivered it to the art gallery. I stopped at McDonald's afterwards and I got some food. I got chicken nuggets and french fries, but you can't really see it in that photo. This is a drawing I did in a video where I was redrawing my old artwork. The original was a 3 marker challenge. I actually think the colors came out better in the original, but I like the overall drawing in this one better. I would have also liked it a lot better if I'd used better paper. But anyway, these are swatches from the May Scrawlrbox. This is the one that had the Posca colored pencils in it. You can tell how bad this drawing bled through the paper. I went all over here. Here's some new Sharpies that I got. This is the fine point set. Here's the extra fine point set. And new Sharpie highlighters. This is those big chunky chisel tip ones. And these are the smaller chisel tip ones. And here is some artwork that I did with both of those. I was trying to kind of mimic tie-dye, but trying to have fun with it as well, so I wasn't spending much time on it. The same thing for both of these. I actually really like the way I did the heart in the middle of those. And here, I really want to see Black Widow. I mean, I've only been waiting for it for like a year. I was really impatient to see that. And she's my favorite Avenger. It came out on a day when I was working, so I couldn't go to the theater and see it that day. Here's a drawing that I did about a year ago, maybe a couple years ago. So, yeah. Here I bought some new Squishmallows again. These came from Hot Topic. Some random flowers in my yard. I don't think you're going to be able to see these on camera. Oh, WandaVision. I remember that. I binge watched the whole thing in like one day as I was working on some little art projects. This says, I watched WandaVision for the first time yesterday. I kept putting it off because Wanda kind of creeps me out with her mind control thing, but I finally gave in. It was really good and I actually liked it. I really, really liked it. The last 2 or 3 episodes actually made me like Wanda. They did. And here, I finally got to see Black Widow. And this says, I finally got to see Black Widow. It was so good. Through the whole movie series, Clint and Natasha keep referring to what happened in Budapest. Now we know what happened, but I wish the whole thing with Natasha joining S.H.I.E.L.D. had been its own movie. The credit scene made me think there's going to be either more Black Widow movies or maybe a Hawkeye movie. I'd like to see Clint's origin story with the circus. I really would. That would be a very good movie, I think. This one was inspired by a song called Gasoline by Halsey. It says, low on self-esteem, so you run on gasoline. So I drew this girl, and then I cut her head off and put a gas can instead. This is more digital art done in Procreate. This one is hard to explain, but basically I'm kind of working on a comic. I actually abandoned it in October last year. because I got burned out with art completely. I was trying to do way too many things at once. And I just dropped everything and started a new sketchbook because I was sick of everything I was working on. I was just doing too much at once. And this is one of the things I dropped. But I'm actually glad I did, because now I have my iPad. And I can do this whole thing digitally, because color is very important to the story. And I was just going to color it with markers, which was going to be a problem, because I would have had to have the same marker for every single thing, and eventually they would have run out of ink, and that would have caused problems. But now I can do it digitally, and I don't have to worry about running out of ink or anything like that. I am going to have to lighten these colors, though. I think they're going to end up being too saturated, because I do want to make both digital and print versions of it. But I'm not even at that point yet. But you will see more of this stuff popping up. This is ice cream. I created this for a Reckless Journal video. Like one of the first one or the second one, I think. This is what I drew with the Posca pencils in the May Scrawlrbox. It says, I love Posca pencils and the fine liner from Derwent. The liquid white pencil was weird. It was basically just white gel pen in a bottle. And here's what I did with it around here. This is a self-portrait. After I did the butterfly, I saw the pencils in the May Scrawlrbox were the same color as my hair, so I used them and some of my Prismacolor pencils to do a self-portrait. They were the same color as my hair. My hair's blonde now. And I'm actually going to dye it purple whenever I have time to get that done. So this doesn't even look like me anyway. Oh, we are getting toward the end here. This is from the 22nd of July. I went to see The Forever Purge. It says Forever Purge was good. I like that it was a storyline. And it wasn't just violence for the sake of violence, which is what Purge, First Purge, and Anarchy were. I like the character development with the blonde rancher guy, because, yeah, I don't pay attention to their names. I'm too busy watching, like, the movie, the story, whatever. But I also found the whole thing very political. Some parts felt more like commentary on real-world politics than a fictional horror movie. Even Election Day didn't seem as political, and it's my favorite Purge movie. Very true. This is like the best movie I have seen. Maybe not Black Widow. Seen since theaters opened back up. Words cannot describe the way I feel about this movie. It's been 2 weeks and I'm still thinking about it. It's not your typical horror movie. This one was more psychological, with a whole lifetime passing in 2 days. I love most of M. Night Shyamalan's, I cannot say his name, I hope I'm saying it right, movies, even if I don't necessarily understand them all, but this was very easily understood and explained in the movie. The ending had a twist, which I was expecting, but I was not expecting that particular twist, and it was absolutely mind-blowing. But it made the whole movie more scary, because the reason behind everything that happened was so realistic. It was. Like, the way they explained it, what was actually going on, like why they were where they were, was so realistic. Jungle Cruise. I saw this last week. Tomorrow I'm actually going to go see Suicide Squad. But, yeah, this was last week's movie. It says for this one, I was sitting quite close to the screen, which I didn't like, because it was the first time the theater was crowded since it reopened. It was. Usually I'm about the only person there. There's like 3 or 4 other people maybe. This one was very good, but that's what I expect from Disney and Dwayne Johnson. I think they could have also gone the horror movie route with this one, considering the curse and all. My favorite part was the brother's speech at the end when he told the snobby old men how he felt about their association. That was good. And here we have the last page, and we have Marisol again. Every single sketchbook I have done since Suicide Squad came out in 2016, I think. 2016? Yeah. Has had a Harley Quinn in it, and I did not realize I was running low on pages in this one, and I couldn't manage to squeeze in Marisol on the last page and Harley Quinn. So I dressed Marisol up as Harley Quinn for the last page. And it says, "Bye, see you in Sketchbook 15. I'm okay with this. I like being Harley Quinn. At least I got that dinosaur costume off." And this is sketchbook number 14. It took me from April 4th until August 11th, which is today, to finish this one. And that is the last page. So that was a tour of sketchbook 14. I'm honestly... I'm over halfway finished with sketchbook 15, so we may have another sketchbook tour coming up very soon. I don't know what's going on that I'm able to finish them so fast. I think I'm just using smaller sketchbooks. I don't know. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, anything you'd like to do. Don't hit the little thumbs down thing, though. That's bad. And I will see you next week. I upload every Saturday at noon. So goodbye for now.